Hi everyone, my name is Karen Huff and I am a health and wellness coach and I am also a certified nutrition mentor. I have been doing health and fitness most all of my life. I retired as a educational teacher in the physical educational department. I am now a independent coach and I love what I do. I eat healthy. But the story behind all of this is that I would love for you to join me in a challenge group that I have, and I put these out, 2, 3 times a month, and bring people in a virtual community, and I invite them along beside me to eat healthy, to exercise. And for the programs that work for me may not work for you, so I do have several ways that we can work it. It's just a matter of just having a conversation to find out what works best for you. But I do want to tell you one thing about myself. I began um, in life, I was just very fit and very healthy. And I got sick probably, I would say 15 years ago, and I had to have a brain surgery. And after that brain surgery, I kind of went downhill. And then I began to climb back up, perhaps maybe, say 5 years later. And then I went back downhill again, not because I was sick, I just didn't care for me anymore. I didn't take care of me. And so one day I went to the doctors, and this was perhaps 5 years ago. Went to the doctors, and I'm thinking, I'm physically fit, I'm healthy, I wear decent sized clothing. I am just peach dandy. And I get into the office, they've run all these tests, they come back and they say, you know what? We have bad news for you. We have determined that you are full-blown diabetic, you have high cholesterol, and your blood pressure is very high, and you are a heart attack waiting to happen. And I was floored. I didn't know what to do but to just sit there. And as she began to tell me that she was going to start writing out these prescriptions for me to take, these diabetic medicines, and to bring my heart rate, my blood pressure down and everything, I just paused. And I said, wait a minute. And I just couldn't let her write those prescriptions. And I said, honestly, is there any other way that I can do this? I said, because I know that I can beat this. And she said, no, 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 you're diabetic. We have got to get you on the medicines. I said, no, listen, I know that if I eat right and I exercise, that the weight will come off, and the weight is the problem. And she stood there and thought about it for a minute, and she said, I will tell you what I'll do. I'll give you 3 months. 3 months for you to make a decision and to see that it works. And after that 3 months, I want you back in my office. We'll have blood work done. And if we don't see any significant change, we do have to put you on medicines because you are very sick. So I leave the office with this plan in mind to lose the weight. And she did, in fact, give me a plan. She gave me an eating plan, and I think it's called the DASH diet. And she said to just do walking, just to walk. So I began doing both those. And in sight of 20, 21 days, I had lost 5 pounds, but I still wasn't feeling really well, feeling good. You'd think that if you'd had all this exercise and that you were eating healthy, you'd feel better. So my daughter approached me one day in a phone call, and she says, Mom, I have met this lady at work, and she said she is amazing. She had a baby, she's lost all this weight, and she's just got this muscle definition. She looks so good. She said, I've asked her about what she's doing, and she told me. And she said, so I signed us both up for this program. And I said, oh, Randy, I don't know that I can afford that. And she says, Mom, don't worry about it. I've got it. Well, it really wasn't expensive after all, because after I did that 21 days with her, I didn't stop until I had my second surgery on the head. And over a year ago, I came back to the business and I began to get serious again. And here I sit before you, 40 pounds less than what I was when I began this journey. Very defined in my structure as a very senior lady, but I have the skills, I have the knowledge to do this and to do it the way that is fitting for those of us who have, who may be seniors, who may want to just continue to live life, because you can be old, but you don't have to live like an old person. We all age, and that is the beauty of life. We can still be healthy. And I am here to tell you that I love what I do. So if you would just wanting to journey with me right beside me, and about in a virtual group where many of the others are doing the same thing, let's do this together. Just contact me, message me, check with me about anything that you need to know. We'll talk about it. And if I can find a plan that works for you, which I know I can, we'll start this together. You too can lose the weight. You too can get fit and healthy. Nothing is beyond our means if we really want it bad enough. Thank you guys for listening. I hope to hear from you soon. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.